Hey everybody, this is Retro Challenge Gamer, and this is one level I wish I could redo, especially on the fast run or die sequence. I mean, I guess I could redo it and re-upload it, and that's always an option, but I personally don't look back to the past like that, and I just learn my lessons and apply them to future works. Despite that, this is still a solid level and quite a short castle stage. I had a firm idea of where I wanted to take this course, and I enjoyed myself greatly creating it, even if it was a bit frustrating on the testing portion. Hope you all enjoyed the video. So this first part of the level actually has a very interesting history behind it. I actually wanted to push forward the puzzle-solving aspects of this stage regarding bomb-ombs and how you use them to go through block walls and stuff like this here, and how to figure out the best way to use the bomb-ombs to blow your way through the walls without, screwing yourself over in the process. But in the end, I couldn't really figure out a good way of making them as proper puzzles. I just didn't really have the knowledge and way of figuring it out, and this was probably the most complicated block puzzle, if you will, that you use bomb-ombs to blow up that I made in the entire level. In the end, I just made it into bomb-ombs that just exploded automatically, and you didn't have to do anything to stomp on them to get them going, and just let the puzzles solve themselves. And most of the, puzzle aspect went away by the time the level was released, just because I just couldn't figure out how to properly set those sorts of things up. I'm not really skilled in that type of level design, I found out. But I am skilled in this vertical sort of platforming level design, and that's what I decided to end this particular section of the level on. And as you've noticed, there's actually quite a lot of pink coins you could be gathering in the first section of this stage, and there's a reason for that, and that'll come into play towards the end of this video. And here's just a little bit of an extra section for anything, just to increase the length of the stage a little bit more, because it is actually kind of a very short stage that you can complete in only a couple minutes. And actually the first time I've included a mini-boss as well as a boss in the same level. And it just made sense that you would face Bowser Jr., the kid of Bowser, right before you face Bowser himself later in the level. And here's a very interesting secret, Yoshi in all places. And there actually is a little bit of a musical undertone for him too in the castle dungeon theme. Now, I'd wager to say that the cape option is a little bit of a hindrance in the next section here, where the auto-scrolling and the slow fall cape physics actually harms your jumps rather than helps them. So this part took a lot of testing, and even now I'm still not exactly happy with it. Well, I think it works, it just needs a little bit more polish and refinement. But I did love this last section here where you had to jump on the bullet bills to get through to the final section. Again, this is part of that puzzle solving aspect I tried to employ as best as I could, but it still is kind of not as complex as it could be. See that locked door? That's actually the exit point. So your prize for getting all 6 pink coins this time is basically to be skipping that entire run or die sequence. You don't have to deal with it at all. So your prize is avoidance, really. And here is Bowser himself, very easily skipped. And that was Demolition Dungeon. A level that's really rough around the edges, but solid all the way through. But then again, that's my subjective opinion. Yours may vary. So as I said before, most of the pink coins were in the first section of the stage, so you can click that final one and use the door to skip most of that chase sequence altogether. Kind of a nice little prize, that. Hope you all enjoyed the level if you try it.